What's up, YouTube? Blaze here, and I'm back with another reaction video. Okay, today is going to be another clip from my reaction live stream from Kick on Wednesday. And this time it's our good old buddy Fleekazoid. Okay, for these next two videos, I'm going to be covering two different video reviews of him doing Warhammer 40k Space Marines 2. The first one, unfortunately, I did it backwards in terms of chronological order. I ended up reacting to who the Swarm mode first, which, honestly, for next time I won't do that again. But it is what it is. The reason why I wanted to do a video on this in the first place, it's because, one, I'm really starting to love reacting to Fleekazoid, and two, how much I love Warhammer 40k. So here we go. If you guys are ready, I know I am. Let's go! For the Emperor! Oh, I'm kind of debating whether or not I should censor this if I can figure out how.
I just got sprung from jail! High five, high five, high five! Let's butcher some lore. Pain sluts, I've got good news. You win again! The new Space Marine 2 Horde mode will treat your nuts like a speed bag.
I've got that good D! I've got that good D!
Siege mode will stomp your Titanicus off-vitorium. It's a good thing the campaign made you grow a third nut, because the entire Tri-School's about to get busted. You're looking for a challenge? How about this? I've got 3 hot and single Carnifexes in your area that are ready to tap dance on your balls until you're talking like Mickey Mouse. I had to take up gambling on anime horsewomen and Good Brother ASMR just to cope with the performance pressure.
The Emperor loves you, brother. Brother, the Emperor loves you. Brother, why'd you start the wave early? I heard you.
Horde mode is all about pain, suffering, agony. Every time.
Okay, so this is not the campaign, this is something called Horde mode.
You turn around, 100 more guys are waiting to pound you. They're waiting in line like your ass is Splash Mountain. Hell, you walk around the corner and bop, 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 someone's blasting loads into your ear. Your space cheeks are like Disneyland to the heretics. Your ass has become a destination. At least Space Jesus loves me, though. I'll keep that in mind for the next time I get stuck fighting his former lovers while I'm trapped in the fucking floorboard. There are so many enemies that by Wave 23, the game started letting me do takedowns on the air. Even Oxygen is a heretic now. In theory, Siege mode is fun. In reality, Siege mode is coded language where we've sent 10,000 enemies to suck and fuck you until our game breaks. I've seen a brother's computer get bricked on Wave 22. I've seen a brother's animations get shut off so he's doing takedowns with nothing going on.
Nah, this is the type of shit you could do when you haven't gotten hard in 2000.
Oh. So in other words, a lot of graphics cards were starting to brick.
I've seen my spaceman cheeks get stuck in the floor. Hell, I've had my own AI brothers change from speaking English to Spanish. Cato became Carlos.
Brother, get the tech priest. Gary is yapping in Espanol again. Oh shit, here comes the tutorial.
This mode is so hardcore that I can't even let the Make-A-Wish Marines be on my squad anymore. I'm sorry, you're just as useless as tits on a space nun. Space Jesus wants it this way. My hands are tied. And I know you're saying, Fleek, you're a tactician. You're not good at anything either. How would the team know where the Xenos are coming from without me, huh?
My Auspex is on cooldown. Fuck it. They're over there.
Now, I don't know what we'll do without their incredible contributions, but I've come this far, and the Emperor didn't raise no bitch. He raised a problem. Space Marines have put an end to more bloodlines and OnlyFans.
We can do this for the pig.
feel down, I love plowing hordes until I feel something. After I tried out that piece of shit, Mind's Eye, I'm not gonna lie to you, pimp, I was feeling empty. But that emptiness was easily filled with
If there's one thing I can depend, if there's one thing people can depend on, especially if you have urges to go ballistic like Doom style. Oh, and you want to kill something for no apparent reason? Space Marine. The Space Marine franchise is the game for you. Okay, I know that sounded like an infomercial, but hear me out. It actually does. I've actually played the first one. I haven't played the second one yet. Well, and also the fact that in the story mode, Captain Titus is voiced by the legendary Mark Strong, was explained. And when I did the reaction video to Russian Badger covering the first Space Marine game.
several cheap hordes. And I'm not talking Dutch hordes, I'm talking filthy $2 Tijuana hordes.
That would be either Tyranids. Unstoppable galaxy devouring monsters that will stop at nothing until nothing is left.
The dirtier the horde, the better. I've never felt better. Hell, I think the cure to depression is plowing a hardy horde. Medical fact. But there's a saying in Texas, never plow a horde raw. If you're plowing these hordes without mods, get ready to catch a disease of the mind. You'll get syphilis like Nietzsche and start jibber-jabbering. I tried plowing a horde unmodded once, and it had me sweating like a horde in church. If I had to sum up my experience, I would say... And if I had to expound, I wouldn't. Listen, what I'm trying to...
Okay. I don't know if mods makes the experience better in a Space Marine game, because Space Marine is something you can easily do vanilla. There's no point for the over theatrics, but I don't know. Maybe that's how some people like it.
Say is this. Horde mode put me at a crossroads. Get good at the game or become CJ with a flamethrower that has unlimited ammo. But I'm no cheater, and under no circumstances would I ever mod a game. I modded the game.
Bitch, I'm back out my coma.
We're gonna burn, and we're gonna
There's really actually a CJ mod? As in CJ from GTA San Andreas? Seriously?
because we're doing every fucking night!
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
The first mod I grabbed is the mod that gives me the heavy flamer. Why? Because I believe in the Retortes Codex.
Sir, are you allowed to say that word? You can in my chapter.
Forget your little space book. I live on my own code. And on page 1 of our codex, it says all must wield a heavy flamer in the name of Space Jesus. In fact, it's actually the only page in there. It's more of a Retortes pamphlet. The heavy flamer, aka the climate changer, aka the bug spray,
The heavy bug spray?
is essential for horde
Yeah.
mode. There's a reason why the salamanders love this gun, and it's because it kills the most heretics per second. When I see that
Yeah.
filthy little rat sprinkling his little fentanyl dust, he burns. When I see that bitch shooting vent ropes and reviving comrades, he burns. When I see a basement full
Yeah,
of bugs,
buddy!
He's not
Forbidden
and whatever can't get melted by fire will get melted by lead. Take the Biovore, for example. Problem, they're fucking cockroaches with cannons strapped to their head. Solution, Imperial MAC-10 with 57-round extended magazine and a fire rate that would make an AC-130 blush. Even in space, there's not a single problem that can't be solved by a fully automatic weapon. But the more important question is...
Well, yeah, why do you think Space Marine means a signature weapon is the Bolter gun?
why are they called salamanders? It's because they like having sex with bugs. If you see a space marine out there wearing dark green, just know that means that they want to fuck the Geico gecko. Fleet actually means... Silence, Leonard! The Retortes Codex has spoken. And as long...
Yeah, that's the one thing about Space Marine. And this is something that Badger coined in his video. I know I mentioned Badger a couple times here, but The thing with that is, the thing with Space Marine is you can instantly get into the action, kill everything on sight because it's us against them for the Emperor, and you don't need to do heavy lore dives, because trust me, Warhammer 40k lore, or it's like reading a several thousand page encyclopedia book. It's something you'll never finish, let alone remember everything that you read about it.
As long as we're talking about the lore, I'd like to correct a lore mistake I made a few videos back. I think I called the Space Marines space racists, but they're just not that small-minded. They don't care if an orc is from Sweden or Madagascar. They care that they are an orc. Therefore, they must... The second problem to fix was matching their numbers. I don't like that Space Jesus stiffed us by sending 3 men against 3 armies. What, is he broke now? I didn't realize...
That's because... the Space Marines are built beyond different. They're supposed to be elite super soldiers in the Imperium of Man. 2 hearts, 3 lungs, genetically enhanced and modified soldiers are to take down the most crucial strategic value absolute targets in existence. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, the Marines are super soldiers. A small squad of Space Marines can match up an entire couple battalions worth of Imperium Guards. Maybe even more than that. I don't know. My assessment probably isn't doing it justice, so I'm just gonna shut up now.
that Space Jesus was a dusty bitch these days? Over in Dawn of War 2, they give you 15 men to go burn down one greenskin orphanage. Here, that cuck Leandros decided we shouldn't even earn minimum wage here. He decided in exchange for fighting 2 million bugs that my big blue ass should be put on food stampicus. So you know what I said? I said,
Fuck that, brother!
The second mod is the Trust Fund Marine mod. Now everything we get from the shop is free.
Know your worth, brother!
Wanna buy a harem of Imperial Guardsmen? I don't know why you'd want to, all they're good at is dying in funny ways, but have...
Yeah, because when it comes to the Imperial Guard, they're usually served as the standard soldiers, and they're usually in the thousands. They're decent in numbers, but other than that, compared to the Space Marines, they're usually like, almost in a way, kind of like cannon fodder.
At it. If they were gonna make them useless, they should have at least made them cat girls, which are in the lore, by the way. Wouldn't you agree with that, lore goblins? Fantastic. Want to call in 6 Space Marines at the same time? A brother shouldn't have to suffer alone. In fact, get the entire team to do it, and you'll have 18 brothers fighting alongside you. Look at them, they're raring to go to battle. Now when I get to hive tackled, I don't get stun locked for long enough to set down the controller, raise a family, pay him through college, start a second family on the other side of town and pay them through college. No, now an entire fucking regiment checks them.
I got you, brother! No, brother, I got you! No, brother, I got you! No, brother, I got you!
But a brother's gotta know his limitation. He has to know when he's hit a wall, so he knows when to call in a dreadnought to smash that fucking wall down. Dreadnoughts are what a Space Marine's Make-A-Wish looks like. It's also what mine looks like. You know how BioShock has Little Girl and Big Daddy? The Space Marines are the little girl, Dreadnoughts are the Big Daddy. You want my advice for living a prosperous life? Die. Now. But before you do that, buy a Dreadnought and a Revive Relic so that you can let the Dread kill everything once you die, and then hit the Narcan once he's all finished up. Your job now is to be a good little 600-pound passenger princess with 24-inch biceps. Now what does this have to do with the mod? I'm glad you asked, man. The mod lets me call in my special boy every way. If you're struggling, just pull yourself up by your bootstraps, swipe the Emperor's credit card, and buy a Dreadnought every wave to fix all your problems. I don't get why people say this mode is hard. He comes in, he fires one rocket at a...
Yeah, but I can imagine it's a lot harder on vanilla versus mods, because that way you can cheat your way me through it. Not that I would encourage it. It's one of these things you're better off with friends.
Wall, then one rocket at a closed door, then with 75% of the timer left, he pulls his real special move, leaving. That's what my special boy does. One time, there was an enemy that was trapped in spawn, so we tried throwing grenades at him, but that just made the problem worse. Enter the Dreadnought. We bought him for 100 coins, he spawns in, 15 seconds later, that's right, he leaves. The Ratates Codex approves of this action. Enter the second Dreadnought. He spawns in, that's right, does nothing. So we decided to give him some words of encouragement.
You are fucking worthless.
Then he teleported to exactly where the Xeno was under the map and purged his ass. Burn down, false idol.
Oh wait, he's down there.
He learned. He took the word. You got it, buddy. You
I think the only reason why I did that because it had to be Bud.
did it, buddy. Space Jesus wasn't there for me, so I had to give in to chaos. To have the flamer, you must also have the uwu on every heavy attack. It was my penance. My plight. God, it's beautiful, Jack. I do not aim with my eyes. He who aims with his eyes has forgotten the face of his father. I aim with my uwus. But senpai, that's heresy. Doing the horde mode normally, you got a 50-50 shot of winning, brother. Use all the mods I just listed, and that adds 30% to your 50%, giving you a 66% chance of winning. But there's a mod.
That would be 16% more. 50% plus 30% would be 80%. Okay, I get it. He's doing all the math as a joke.
That lets you bring up to 12 brothers. Then if we all grab 5 of the AI brothers, we add 60 brothers to our 12 brothers,
and we'll have 76 brothers total, which adds 33 and a third percent chance to our already 66 chance of winning, giving us a 103% chance of winning. That's Flinker math, and the math doesn't lie. The Xenos won't stand a chance. We are genetic freaks, and we're normal. Applications are open now. You must like excruciating pain and cat girls. You also must be open to the idea of your computer overheating and exterminating your entire apartment, but let's not get lost in the details. Fax me your submission, brothers. I'll be waiting.
in this long-ass queue for Battlefield 6. God damn! Thank you to the flock of pimps for
Well, nowadays, not that many people are involved in Battlefield 6.
bankroll in this video, and another huge thanks to all the pimpers. I will see you all to commit some more war crimes on the modern front as soon as I can get past this queue. Goddamn.
Well, that's it for today's video. Yeah. Honestly, I think I'm glad I'm reacting to more Freakazoid at this point. Especially considering how he's pretty much like almost a version of Russian Badger and Maxor combined. But still has his own style. I'll to it. So yeah. The next time I react to Freakazoid, I got so many other ideas. So anyways, that's it for me. If you liked today's video, please leave a like, drop a comment down below. Also, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get notified when I post new videos or when I go live. You can also find me on social media. I'll leave my links along with the original video in the description below. Oh, and if you want to catch me live, please head over to kit.com/blazingkitsune or to join up with me during my reaction streams or my gaming streams. And if you don't have a Kick account, you can sign up for free. So until next time, see you guys later.